way too slow. Oh, there we go. Woo! Happy Valentine's Day, guys. It's your main host, Fears. You're the audience. Get ready for a hell of a show. All right. Here we go. Yep. Anyway, before I start the show, there's nothing in my hand. I need me some coffee. So let's just start the song again. I need to go grab my coffee. I'll be there in just a second. I'm just heating up my tea. So just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right there. Alright, we're ready to rock. I got my tea, I got my audience, time for some reviews, time to talk, time to chat, time to hang out, all delicious jams and jellies. Let's do it. Alright, welcome guys, welcome. Fears, audience, Fears. Another great day in Fears' life. I hope you guys are having a great day in your life. Happy Valentine's Day! I thought I would do a Valentine's Day special, so we're going to talk a little bit about Valentine's. We're going to talk a little bit, I got some reviews. I've been watching some movies, so I got some new reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing, I finally finished all of the original Star Trek, the original series. So we're going to be reviewing this. And I should have reviewed this a long time ago, but I haven't got it on Blu-ray yet. The word is yet, but I'm going to be reviewing Death Sentence. Great movie. If you have not watched this movie, oh my God, you need to watch it. And then we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day. So let me open up the Chizat, because I don't know what you guys are saying right now. So welcome. Again, I'm kind of out of stream time right now, so I wish I could invite Randy in, or LC, or my buddy Sam. Well, actually, Sam's probably working right now, so he probably can't come in. But, because unfortunately, Sam does not work the graveyard shift with me. I see him in the mornings, and then he works all the way through the day, so. Anyway, let me open up the chat. I hope you guys have got your coffee. You better have your coffee, because I talked to Visions, and he said he was brewing his coffee right fucking now. So, if Visions is brewing his coffee, and I'm brewing my coffee, and I've already got my coffee, then you guys better get your coffee ready to rock and roll, all right? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. With me. I see him in the morning. Yo, Pretend Story says, having my coffee as well. Valentine's buddy, Tines. That's right. Happy Valentine's Day, Pretend Story. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you have your coffee ready to go. I had my coffee somewhat ready to go. it was finishing brewing right when the song started. That's why you guys saw me. I had to run off, put my 2 sugars in. And fears will never change when it comes to my coffee. 2 sugars, 1 cream. That's how my dad drank it. That's how I drink it. You don't need a half a pound of sugar in your fucking coffee. 2 sugars, 1 cream. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. So I don't know when Visions is going to come, but he said he was brewing his coffee and he'll be in later. So I got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Good, bad, ugly, amazing. Mostly good, though. Mostly good. Mostly good. So Fears is still sticking to his stream schedule. So this is 1 stream during the week. And then I'll probably do 1 stream during the weekend. And then the only way I would do 3 is if Sam wanted to do a gaming stream this weekend. Because I was so tired last weekend I had to pass. Because I had to get up so early for church, I was exhausted. And I don't have a problem getting up early for church because there's not a lot of young people in my church like my age to help out all the older people. And they called me and said, hey, John, we're having a pancake special. And they were like, listen, we don't have enough young people to set up the tables and chairs. And I said, of course I'll come. But that means I had to get up at 6:30 to be there by 8. Church service did not start until 10:30, so Fears was tired. So when Sam called me, I was like, you know what, Sam, I love you, buddy, but I'm going to have to pass this time. I need some sleep. So yeah. Anyway, One Eye says, Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Yes, Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Pretend Story says, Happy Valentine's Day to you too. One Eye, Happy Valentine's Day. Hope everybody's enjoying their Valentine's Day. Listen. Fears is not going to bullshit around. I got two videos to show you. 2 videos. 2 videos that I made for my TikTok because I can't lie to you guys. So here's the first video. Hey, let me make sure this is the right video.
Yo.
All right, here we go.
It's Fears. And guess.
All right, ready?
Yo. It's Fears. And guess what today is? It's Valentine's Day.
Yep.
So shout out to everybody on Valentine's Day. My friends, my family, my TikTok followers, my YouTube followers, everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Guys, get out there, show some love and some support to your loved ones, okay? Now, I wish Fears could say I have a hot, sexy babe, but I do not.
I wish I could say that. But I do not have a hot, sexy babe.
Have a hot, sexy babe, but
there we are.
You know, the hunt continues. I'm still looking, so all you ladies out there, Fears is single.
I am single.
I'm ready to mingle. All right, God bless, and also let me get my shameless plug in.
Well,
you can check me out on TikTok.
You guys don't have to hear my shameless plug because I'm going to do my shameless plug for this channel later on. So that's the first video. Because I have no reason to lie. I don't have a hot, sexy babe right now. But hey, nonetheless, it's still Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all of my buddies and pals and my loved ones and my family members and my friends that do have hot, sexy babes, you know? So if I have a friend that's a girl, if you've got a hot hubby, there you go. And then if I've got some buddies that have hot, sexy ladies, then there you go. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. But sadly, Fears, 1 tier, does not have a hot, sexy babe. Hey, heroes and villains, where's the shorties? Where's the shorties? You said you would get me a shorty by the end of the year. Let's start the hunt now, all right? Get me a shorty. Because Fears is getting a little antsy, to say the least. All right, here's the second video.
Okay, it's time for another Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
This person says, who is
Oh, wait.
your Valentine? Listen, I'm not even gonna lie.
Damn, the fucking audio crapped out. You know what? I'll just go to my TikTok and play it off that. Whenever you download some TikTok videos sometimes the fucking audio craps out. All right, here, let me just play it off my TikTok. Because you guys have got to see the second video that I made. All right, here we go. Hang on. By the way, I'll be honest, I lost a few. I was up to 8,236. Now Fears is down to 8,234. 234. So that's not bad. Yo, Visions! What's up? He says, bung it up, Fears. Bung it up. Hell yeah. Bung it up to you too. All right, here we go. Check this out.
Okay, It's time for another Q&A. This person says, who is your Valentine? Listen, I'm not even going to lie to this person or you guys. Fears is single right now. I've got zero Valentine today. So I'm going to go with an old classic saying. My mom has never let me down, and my grandma has never let me down.
True.
So I would say today, both my grandma and my mom is my Valentine. But besides my mom and my grandma, I don't have a special lady. I wish I had a special lady. I just, I've been looking and looking and looking and looking, and so far, Fears just came up with zero special lady. So the hunt continues.
That's right.
Anyway,
the hunt continues. But, like I said, my grandma's never let me down, and my mom has never let me down. So, I would say that my mom and my grandma are my Valentine's Day. And I already contacted my grandma. I tried to text my mom, but it's this, I think she's still upset. But, at least I sent her a message. And I will read you the message that I sent her. I just said, hey, Mom, it's John. Happy Valentine's Day. I love and miss you a lot. I sent you something in the mail, so watch out for it. They said it's supposed to come by the 16th. Because every time I send something to my mom or anyone in Missouri, it never gets there. Even if I send it like 3 or 4 days before or even 5 days before, it never gets there on the day. They always show up a little late. So they said that it's supposed to get there the 16th. Then I said to my mom, God bless, always thinking about you and the rest of the family. I hope to hear from you soon, Mom. Love, John. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. She hasn't responded yet, but maybe she'll respond whenever she gets her Valentine's Day present on the 16th. So, I'll keep you guys updated on that. All right. Let's see here. Let me get back to the chat. Hero says, you need to leave your house first. They're not going to magically appear and knock on your door and offer to blow you for Valentine's Day. Well, I mean, I've got nothing to do and on Valentine's Day. Plus, I have to work later, Heroes. I'm not trying to give you a bunch of, excuses. Just, I don't want to go out today, I'm saying you and me need to hit up the bars, man. We need to hit up Gators so you and your wife can help me find, a shorty. So I'm ready to hang out whenever you are, man, That's true. I know the shorties do not reside on my couch, but listen, I can't go to the bars alone. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm a little nervous because I'm telling you, Fears is so rusty when it comes to asking out a chick. It's been a while. So that's why I'm just like, yo, Heroes, you got to come with me because I'm a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be my wingman. So let's go to Gators, man, and pretend stories. Where the hell is your ass? You said you wanted to come down and visit. Get your ass down here so me, you, Sam, Heroes, we all can go out, to Gators and drink some beer. And I know they have a pool table there, right? We can drink some beer, shoot some pool table, and hit on hot, sexy shorties. So there it is. So yeah. Yep. But yeah. So nonetheless, I'm trying to make the best of a bad situation, and even though I don't have anyone for Valentine's Day, my mom and my grandma, they've never let me down. So they are my Valentine's Day today. So yeah. But like I said, if you guys out there, so Visions, happy Valentine's Day to you and Mrs. Visions. I hope everything's all cleared up. Yo, Heroes and Villains, shout out to you and your lovely lady. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. And anyone that has a couple or anyone that is in love out there, happy Valentine's Day from Fears. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm feeling a lot better. I've been looking at Heroes and Villains Discord less and less. Every once in a while, I'll stick my head in there, but if I feel like, I'm serious, Heroes, it's like a weight has been lifted off. Not much trolling has been going on. There's been a bit, but I've just been, kind of ignoring it. And I got to say, Joey's been... I'm not saying anything bad about Joey. I'm just saying Joey's been on his best behavior. He said he wouldn't make fun of my dad, and he said he wouldn't make fun of me. He would make fun of me less. Now, he's fucked me over in the past, but so far he's being on his best behavior. So I'm just waiting for him to fuck me over again, but I'll take his word for it. So far you're doing good, Joey, because despite me and Joey's battles, he has been cool sometimes in the past. I can't say he's always been a dick, because that's untrue. Sometimes he's been cool. Other times he hasn't been cool. Same thing with Yakov. He's been cool, and other times he hasn't been cool. But Yakov, I've gave like 90,000 chances, and I'm just sick and tired of giving him a chance, so I'll never give him another chance, ever. But like Joey, I've only gave him like 6 or 7 chances, but even still, that's 6 or 7 chances too many. So we'll see. I hope he doesn't go against his word. But anyway. I hope everyone's been good. Hope everyone's having a good day. Everything's going well. Everything's going awesome. Time for some updates, and then we'll get into the topics. So, and if you guys got any questions or any topics that you want to bring up, boom, throw them in the chat. Like I said, I will pretty much answer almost anything within reason. I mean, if it's something crazy or psycho, then obviously I'm not going to respond to it. But I like to stay as open and honest with you guys as possible. I do got to shave, though, because last night when I was working, Rick comes up to me. Rick, listen, Rick's a cool guy. He's a nice guy. But sometimes he just says some hilarious things. He's like, hey, Fears. And I'm working away. I'm organizing the box, and I'm like, what's up, dude? And he's like, hey, man. He goes, you think we have a lot today? I was like, no. I said, dude, what do they do every single time? I said, whenever we only have like medium amount of people, that's when we have a lot of crazy days. I said, because sometimes people are lazy and they'll call in sick, or, I don't want to come to work, my tummy hurts and all that crap. And he goes, well, you've done that, Fears. I said, yeah, but I said, I do it because I have Crohn's, and I actually mean, I said, if I've called in, and I've only called in a handful of times, I said, I'm not faking. I said, when the Crohn's starts a rumbling, I said, Rick, you don't want to have it. I said, I don't wish that on any. I said, even my worst enemies in the entire world, I would not wish that upon them. I said, because, man, that shit hurts. But I said, to answer your question, I said, it's probably going to be an early night. And he goes, did the manager I said, I didn't hear how much it was, but I knew it was going to be an early night. Because whenever we have a lot of people, that's when they have to start sending people home. That's just how it is. Now, if we have like 80,000, 90,000, even 70 or 60,000, that means no one's going home early. They're like, nope, we need every single body imagined, to get it done. But we had like 17 people on the line. I was like, yep, I know it's going to be a short night. And I was right, because they sent me and Rick home after 2 hours. They're like, yeah, Fears, Rick, we're almost done, so you guys can head on home. So they got it done within 2 or 3 hours. And I even suggested, I said, I don't mind staying an extra hour. I said, I don't mind staying an extra hour until it's all the way finished. And they're like, Fears, if you want to stay an extra 20 minutes, you can if you want to. And I was like, yeah. I said, I want to make money as much as I possibly can. I said, I'll stay an extra 20 minutes. That extra 20 minutes, I think it lasted like an extra half an hour. So I went home early, but not as early as Rick. Rick, he was like, peace, Fears, I'm out. I'm like, don't you want to stay an extra 25 minutes or half an hour? And he goes, nah, I'm tired. I'm going. I was like, all right, man. So, yeah. So last night, I think it was like we had 39,000, which is nothing. So that's why we finished so early. So, but I do have more hours this week. So that's good. Like last week, remember I said I only had 3? And they said, as soon as we get more busy, you'll get your 5th day back, Fears. So this week, I've got 4 days. So I was like, nice. So I'm praying that next week it gets even busier and I get my 5th day back. I'll keep you guys updated on all that. Joy Boy says, yo, yo, yo. Joy Boy says, any Valentine's dates tonight, Captain? What time you bumping bellies? Well, listen, I wish I was bumping some bellies. 0 Valentine's Day. And you know what, Joy Boy? I'm okay with that. Because, listen, Fears has been single for quite a while. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. And I've told you guys this many times. Many times. Of course, some idiot in the Discord says I lie all the time. False. That's crap. That's garbage. I used to back in the day. But, again, then people started calling me on my own shit. And I was like, well, what's the point of lying? And the only reason why I lied is because I was like, well, I don't want you guys to find everything out. Well, guess what? Everybody did find out. So I was like, what's the point of lying? So I don't lie anymore. So, yeah. So, yep. So, anyway, so to to answer that guy's question, or to answer his statement, I don't lie anymore. So I can't lie to you guys. Fears has 0 dates tonight. So, yeah, Joy Boy, I hate to say it. What about you, Joy Boy? Have you got a date? So, listen, and I wish. I wish Fears had a date. I really do. But, you know, it is what it is. And you know what? I've said this, you know, whenever that special lady comes, that's when that special lady comes. I'm in no rush. I'm still young. I'm still young, you know. I'll find her. Visions has said this to me. LC has said this to me. Sam has said this to me. Which, by the way, that was a fake Sam in the chat. That's why I blocked his ass, because he didn't have a wrench. So, you're a fucking idiot. I know you're a fake Sam. So, bye, you're gone. So, they think they're clever. They're not clever at all. You're a fucking moron. Anyway, there you go, Visions. Yes, I will. Visions says, hey, Fears, we're buddies. Will you be my Valentine? Hell yeah. Yes, I will. Listen, I will take whatever I can get. Listen, if you want to share Mrs. Visions with me, that's right. I'll go over there. I'll spank Mrs. Visions' ass. You know, I'll break out the butter. Right on. I'll lather her up. Hell yeah, buddy. Rock on. Actually, I'm just joking. I couldn't do that to Mrs. Visions. Visions, you know I was just playing around. But I was just joking around. But you know what? The thing is I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush. I'll find her when I find her. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys. I went off on a tangent real quick. So the reason why Rick said that. So he went off on that spiel. I forgot to tell you guys. Rick's a great guy. He's just funny as hell. He makes me laugh at work. He goes, Fears. He goes, what's up with this? And I was like, oh, I said I've just been lazy and I haven't shaved in like 2 or 3 days. And he goes, damn. He goes, your hair grows quick. I was like, I guess. And he goes, you think I should grow one out? I said, well, Rick, I said, you've been clean shaven ever since the day I met you. So I said, I wouldn't know what you looked like. I said, you've seen me a couple of days with somewhat of a beard, or a 5 o'clock shadow. I said, I don't consider this a beard. I said, it's an intense 5 o'clock shadow. And then he said, have you ever had a beard, Fears? I said, I've had both. I said, I've had a beard at one point. I said, and I've had a mustache. I said, I only did a mustache once, just to see what I would look like. And I said, it was back in the day, I said, when me and my buddy Eric worked. But, like, when me and my best buddy Eric worked together at the car wash. And I said, I didn't look really good. I said, I looked like a 70s porn star. So I was like, the mustache, that will never happen again. And I asked Rick, I said, so why are you fixated on my 5? He goes, well, I'm just asking. He goes, I think you'd look good in a beard. And I said, I've pulled it off before. And then he goes, what do you think about me? He goes, you think I should grow one out? I said, listen, Rick, I said, you're my buddy. I said, listen, man, I said, if you want to grow a beard out, have at it. I said, but I couldn't give him a direct answer because I've never seen the guy with any facial. He's always been clean shaven. So I was like, I don't know what to tell you, Rick. You know what I'm saying? That's true, Pretend Stories. He says, you know what, Fears, but porn stars be a fucking. That's true. They do. That they do. So shout out to Dillian Harper. There it is. So yeah. But yes, Visions, to answer your question, yes, I will. Fears, will you be my Valentine? Hell yeah. You're my buddy. You're my pal, Visions. So hell yeah. So thanks for looking out, Visions. There it is. Anyway, it's 4 p.m. I hope you guys have, despite all the jokes, I hope all of you guys who are married and who have couples and who have loved ones, you know, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have been enjoying your day. And you know what? I am a very grateful guy. You know, even though I've got 0 Valentines today, I am happy that I have wonderful friends, wonderful family, and all those family and friends can be my Valentine. And I've got all you guys, all the loyal fans. So I'm very lucky to have tons of support and tons of love. So, and again, like I said, I'm in no rush. You know, whenever that lucky lady comes, that's when that lucky lady comes. Because what if I just went off and, you know, just started, you know, looking for everybody, you know? Like, what if that person that I ended up with wasn't the lucky lady that I was supposed to, you know, fall in love with? You know, there it is. So I've been definitely looking around, though. I have been, I don't think I've been wasting my times, but I have been looking. And Visions knows this isn't a lie. I wrote Visions a couple of days ago. I told Visions first, and I think Visions knows where I'm going with this. I just didn't tell you guys. I'm about to tell you. I just didn't tell you guys before because I didn't want to get your guys' hopes up. So at the convention, the last convention I went to, Super RetroCon, I'll be honest. This is not a tall tale. This really happened. Me and her are still friends, and she still is on my Instagram. I'm not going to tell you her name. I met up with this really nice girl. So I was walking around the convention, and she had a booth, and I don't know if I got her in the vlog. Did I? Let's see. Now that I don't know, because I haven't uploaded any of the footage yet, and I filmed like 40 or 50 videos at the convention. She may be in the background, but I saw this girl at this booth, and I was like, wow, she is beautiful. I said, Fears, go up to her and talk to her. I said, start a conversation. So we started chatting, and we actually chatted for quite a while, no joke. And so I said, hey, I said, you should follow me on Instagram. And she goes, I'll even do better. She goes, I saw you vlogging. She goes, I'll follow your Instagram and on your YouTube. And I said, oh, great. I said, yeah, you can follow me there. And she goes, do you do TikTok? And I said, I do TikTok. She's like, follow me on TikTok. I said, I absolutely will follow you on TikTok. So here is the actual message. I saved it for you guys. Or at least I think I did. Let me have a look. I'm going to Instagram right now. So I asked her. Unfortunately, she wasn't interested. But, at least I got myself out there and I asked her. And she said that she definitely wants to hang out someday as friends. And she goes, maybe do a collab video because she's into making content and stuff like that. But I will read you the actual message that I sent her and what she said. So let me scroll back. I said, hey, it's Fear. I said, nice to meet you at the convention. I said, keep in touch. I said, let's hang out sometime. She wrote back and said, nice to meet you too. You seem like a really nice guy. I said, you as well. Like I said, keep in touch and let's hang out again. And she goes, yeah, totally. And I said, we should grab dinner sometimes. And then she said, yeah, it's always fun at the conventions when I go out with my friends, and sometimes we go out to dinner after the convention, and sometimes we don't. Not sure which convention I'll be at. Excuse me. And I said, yeah. I said I don't know which one either that I'm going to go to. Possibly the Star Wars convention, which I didn't go to, because I would rather go to church that day. But then I wrote, but I was curious if you wanted to hang out sometime outside the con and grab some dinner. And she said, hey, John, I'm sorry to tell you this. I should have told you this at the convention. I hope I didn't waste your time. I'm in a relationship. I have 3 kids, and I'm a one-man kind of gal. They all keep me pretty busy. He was supposed to be at the event, but he had to work. But thank you, though, for asking. Love your energy and the things that you're doing on your YouTube. Maybe a future collab. Would you like to? And I said I would absolutely love a future collab. I said, sorry, I didn't know that you already had a man, but I'm always honored to make new friends and make new contacts, so I would be honored just to be your friend. And then she said, no need to be sorry, you didn't know. Thanks for asking. She goes, sometimes guys don't even ask. You're a gentleman, and thank you for asking. And I said, no problem. Like I said, I'm honored to be your friend, and I said, I'm always up for a collab video. Let me know what type of video you want to do. And she said, I will definitely keep in touch, and I'll let you know when I want to do a collab. And I said, have a good day. So there it is. So the reason why I didn't tell you guys this until now is I was like, well, if I do get a date, then I'll tell them, But I said, if she says no, then... But I was like, fuck it. I'm like, it's Valentine's Day. I'm like, I'll just tell. So I asked her this way before Valentine's Day. I asked her a couple days ago. So even though it was no, the big 0, at least I made a new friend, and she's very nice. But I had no idea that she had 3 kids and that she was married, because that conversation never came up, So, but I did tell Visions first, so Visions knows that I'm not lying. I didn't tell him what we talked about, but I just read you guys the message. But hey, Visions, at least I got myself out there. And she's very nice. And she was very beautiful, and she was smart, and she's funny. And I was like, Fears, you got to go for it. See, yeah, exactly, pretend stories. At least you gave it a shot. I did give it a shot, but I had no idea. Like I said, I had no idea that she had kids and a husband. And that makes sense because she was there on her own. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, I don't mind having another friend, you know. I'm always up for having tons of friends, you know. So at least I gave it a shot though. Like Pretend Story said, at least I've been getting myself out there more and more and more and more. So, you know, and it's very hard for us guys to ask girls out. I just wish once a girl would be like, hey, Fears, what do you think? But that never happens. And guys can attest to this. You know, it's so, why do we always have to ask the ladies, you know? And I've told this story before. There's only been one girl ever to ask me out. And it was in high school, and it was at the Sadie Hawkins dance. I don't know if you guys have ever done that in high school. A Sadie Hawkins dance is when they flip-flop it, where the girls have to ask out the guys. And I remember some girl came up to me and said, John, I think you're a really nice guy. We've been friends for years. And she goes, I've known you since the second grade. You're a nice guy. You're funny. She goes, I would love to go to the Sadie Hawkins dance with you. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I said, yeah, that's cool. I wish it could have blossomed into something, but we just went as friends. But we still had a hell of a time. I remember that Sadie Hawkins dance was a lot of fun. So yeah. Vision says, yeah, you got to ask. That's good. Yeah, see, it was. I mean, and Visions, I would have been a fool not to ask out this girl. She was in this awesome, I don't know what type of cosplay it was. She was in this big, elaborate, sexy dress. I don't know what type of cosplay it was. I'm being honest. It didn't look anime. It didn't look cartoony. So I don't know what it was, but it was this elaborate. She had like flowers in her hair, and she looked drop dead gorgeous. So I was like, Fears, you're an idiot if you don't go ask her out. So I didn't ask her out at the convention, but I striked up a conversation with her. And then later, after the convention, I asked her out. So yeah. So this is recent. I asked her out like 5 or 6 days ago, something like that. Vision says, would you date someone that already had kids? Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I've already dated someone with kids. In college, Visions, I did go out with a girl for a couple of weeks that had one kid. So I've already done that. So yeah. So, but I would not mind dating a girl like now that has kids, you know? And listen, Fears is the biggest kid in the candy store. I've already told you guys, I want to be a dad someday. I think I would make a great dad because I have so much energy and so much passion. And this is straight out of my dad's mouth. My dad said, John, before my dad died, my dad said, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to the effect of, I think you'd make a great dad. You've got so much energy. You've got so much passion for all your passions and stuff that you do. And you could show your son or daughter or whatever you get, you know, how to film and how to edit. And my dad said, yeah, he goes, I think absolutely you'd make a great dad. And I said, oh, well, thanks, Dad. I appreciate you saying that. So hopefully one day I can live up to my dad's standards and be a good dad just like how my dad was. So absolutely, Visions. I would totally date someone with kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. And LC and Visions, you better get off your ass and get your lady a special gift. I don't care what it is, because if you don't, Fears is going to be highly pissed off, and I'll be kicking some ass and taking some names. So I don't care how mad they are at you, go get them a gift. Because Visions, you know, I'm your buddy, I'm your pal, I love you like a brother. And same goes to LC. But who cares who started it, you know? Go get them a gift. I don't know. Visions told me he doesn't really celebrate a lot of holidays. So at least take her out for a nice meal. Something. Get her a Big Mac, at least. Something, you know? Gotta do something. I know you celebrate some holidays, right, Visions? The big ones, I think you told me. But you said the little ones, you and her don't really do anything. Or something. I can't remember. You said something like that. Which is totally fine. But get her something, man. Get her something. But anyway, Visions, I hope all that drywall is done. I know you told me about that. I think Visions, he's expanding the not the garage, your little office or whatever, or something. And I said, hey, way to go, buddy. Expanding the Lord Visions area. That means more merch, more monies, more products. Oh, yeah. So if you're going to expand that, Visions, at least expand, instead of 4 monitors, hell, go fucking nuts and get 6 monitors. Then you can watch Fears on 6 monitors. There you go. Fuck 4 monitors. Do 6. Or 8. Or 10. Or 15. Go nuts. Because I saw your setup and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, he's not messing around. That is a lot of setups. That's a lot of setup. So I hope all that went well, Visions. I hope that went well. And I hope, I know you said, I hope you said, wait, you told me, last time I talked about your rabbit, you said you guys had kept them separated, right? How are the rabbits doing? I know you said one was sick for a little while. Have you tried to put them back together again, your 2 rabbits? Because I know one of the rabbits didn't like the other rabbit and almost tore the other rabbit's head off. So I know you said it was the black rabbit, right? You said it's like the fighting one. And then the other rabbit was trying to get along with the other rabbit. I was like, well, that's not good if the black rabbit is trying to, like, kill the other rabbit and, like, tear his fucking head off. So I'm like, that's not good. So hopefully that has gotten a little bit better. Hopefully that's gotten better. One can only hope, right? One can only hope. Let's see. Pretend Story says, I sent my ex some flowers, and she sent me a photo back of them on fire. Oh, damn. Are you serious, Pretend Stories? Whew, that's nuts. That's nuts. Well, at first I thought you were going to tell me good news. You're going to be like, hey, Fears, guess what? I sent her some flowers, and she accepted them. Damn. That's insane, dude. Listen, I know we're buddies, Pretend Stories, but you know how just like people have been telling me to move on from my ex? You know, I would say the same. If she was that mean and didn't accept a gift like that and set it on fire... Now, my ex has never done anything like that, thank God, but holy shit. Well, thank God she's never done that to me, but I'm just saying, that's pretty fucked up to burn a gift like that. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. Let's see. Oh shit! It's the Black Rabbit's birthday. Well, hey, happy birthday to Visions. Visions, what's your Black Rabbit's name? What's its name? Is it a boy or a girl? I can't remember. So shout out to Visions, Black Rabbit. It's its birthday, so happy birthday! Right on. So Visions, my original question: have the rabbits been getting along a little bit better, or is it still, fight versus fight, or what? Pretend Stories. I don't want to get your hopes up, but listen, this is coming from a friend. I don't think there's any hope with your ex. I don't think there's any hope with my ex. Like, I consider her still a friend. I was going to tell you guys this. I even said it in LC's Discord. I did reach out to her, and we did talk, and it seems like everything's cool, and she still wants to be friends, and I said, that's fine. So she did reach out, and I'm not going to say what we talked about, but we did reach out, and I said, listen, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad things are going good. I did apologize. I said, listen, I shouldn't have lost patience and say a bunch of hurtful things to you online. I said, I will not do that anymore. And she said, apology accepted. And I said, great. And so I said, listen, I said, I don't know if you're, and I told her, I said, I don't know if you're still with that guy or not. I said, it's none of my business, but I said, do whatever makes you feel happy. So we just left it at that. So we're still friends. Everything's cool. She did accept my apology. And I did say, hey, happy Valentine's Day. So now she hasn't reached out today. That conversation that I just told you about was, it wasn't a while ago, but it's been a couple of days since that happened. So yeah. So I was like, listen, we're just going to leave it at that. Like, she accepted my apology. I accepted hers. And I said, listen, I was a jerk. I said, I shouldn't have said all those hurtful things. I said, I just lost patience with you. I said, because she kept saying, hey, we're going to hang out. And then we never did. And that's why I went nuts online. But again, that was me being immature. I shouldn't have done that. So I said, listen, I apologize. I said, I shouldn't have done that. And she said, it's all good. I accept your apology, John. She thanked me for the apology. And I said, listen, that's the least I can do. I said, I shouldn't even have been a jerk and been immature and done that in the first place. So she hasn't responded today because I'm sure she's at work. So I just said a quick, hey, and I can even tell you, I memorized it. I just said, hey, it's John. Just wanted to say hi. Happy Valentine's Day. Boom. That's it. So I don't know if she's still with that guy. I've heard both stories. I've heard some people have told me she's still with that guy. She hasn't told me. Again, it's none of my business. Some people have said, hey, she's still with that guy. Other people have said, no, she's not with that guy. So I don't really know what to believe. Again, it's none of my business. So, and I probably won't ask her because it's none of my business. But pretend stories, like I said, I would move on because I've moved on too. I mean, it's great that me and her can still talk and be friends. That's great. But I doubt we'll ever get back together. And that's fine. That's fine. You know, like I really, if she's happy, I'm happy for her. I really am. So yeah. But no ex of mine. I'm talking about all of my exes, not my recent one, all my other exes. No one's ever burned anything. So that's pretty messed up of your ex pretend stories to burn some flowers that you got for her. That's pretty messed up. That's messed up. So I would just say, hey, all right, have a good one, and just, yeah, move on. That's nuts. Vision says, still waiting for the white one to get spayed before we let them loose around each other. The vet is backed up, and it'll be another month. Well, maybe after a month, Visions, maybe they'll, because I remember you told me the story, seriously. It was like World War III had ensued on Vision's white rabbit and his black rabbit. Like, they wanted to kill each other. And I was like, well, that's not good. That's not good at all, you know? So at least when they're separated, they're not fighting, but hopefully one day they can be buddies, you wouldn't want to keep them separated forever, So let me know in a month, Visions. Let me know how things go in a month, because, yeah. So hopefully, you get the big W. Hopefully the big W happens, and, hopefully things can go. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's what I got to say about Valentine's Day. Whatever, especially with exes, whatever has happened in the past, who cares about the past? Who cares about the past? Move forward, At least I can be friends. I'm friends with all of my exes except for one. And this girl is, remember the Heather girl I told you about? The one that was fucking ages ago? She's the one that cheated on me, the Heather girl. I'm not friends with her, and for good reason, But all my other exes, it's been pretty, been okay. It's been okay friendships, So, but yeah, there it is. But that's what I gotta say about exes. That's what I gotta say about just leave the past in the past, move forward. Especially pretend stories. If someone's burning your gift, that's not good. That's not good at all. So just leave her in the past. I know it's hard though. Listen. I tried to get my ex back a handful of times, and now I've stopped. Because you can't force someone to love you. You know what I'm saying? So I've stopped trying. I'm just like, all right. She's moved on. I've moved on. She has someone new. I hope she's happy. Awesome. Awesome. And I'm happy for her, So now I said, listen, I have to worry about my happiness. So I've been trying to find, hell, the heck with a Mrs. Fears. I got to start with having a Fears girlfriend. Maybe one day, hopefully a Mrs. Fears. That would be nice. And then a couple years later, the little pitter-patter of little Fears' feet. You never know. But I got to hurry up. Fears is going to be 40 this year. No! Oh, man, that sucks. Turning 40. It went by too fast. And Fears doesn't even feel 40. You know how old I feel? I feel like I'm 25. Because Fears has got so much energy. So if I have this much energy at 40, I can't wait to see what I'm like at 90, You're as old as you feel. So there it is. You're as old as you feel, buddy. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoys their, I almost said Thanksgiving. Jeez, I'm so tired. I hope everybody enjoys their Valentine's Day. And it doesn't matter whether you have someone or not. Just, like I would say this. For everyone that does have a happy couple, great. That is awesome. Enjoy Valentine's Day. For everyone that doesn't have a special someone, at least you can say you've got your friends and your family. So I am so blessed to have amazing friends. I'm so blessed to have amazing family. And I'm so blessed to have you guys, the loyal fans, in Fears' life. So that's what I got to say about that. So either way, it's a win-win. If you don't have a special someone, just remember how blessed you are to have all that, have all those people in your life. If you do have someone, a special someone, then you're even more blessed because you've got that special someone in your life. Plus, you still have all your friends and your family. So it's like triple the blessings. You know what I'm saying? You know? I don't know exactly how to word it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So there it is. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Now, does Fears wish he had a special someone? Well, of course. Of course I wish I have a special someone, but I just haven't found her yet. But she's out there. She is out there. She is out there, and I don't know when I'm going to find her, but God damn it, I will find her. I will find her. There's still hope. Fears has not given up hope. And again, I'm trying to be as positive as possible. And I appreciate all of your guys' love and support. You guys are the best fans ever. And I've been taking the dude's advice. I've been trying to give a fuck less about the trolls. Because I don't want them consuming my life. I don't want them ruining my happiness. And I'll be honest, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I've been depressed. Like the last couple of weeks. Even more than usual. That's why every time I've been wanting to edit, I just haven't edited. So it's been a little bit of laziness and depression. And it's all for the same stuff. So I don't even have to go into it. All the stuff that I listed like a month ago, it's still here. And if you guys want me to list it, I will. But I think you guys already know why I'm depressed. You know, I still miss my dad. I haven't got a lady. Work's been okay. I wish it could be better. You know, more hours. All the usual problems that Fears have been going through, they're still here. So I've been trying to get out of this depression mood. So it helped a little bit. I swear, when I went to church, I was like, you know what? I am so glad I did not go to the convention. I'm like, because there's going to be a million Star Wars conventions. And I've still got so many to go to on the list. You know, so many on the list that, you know, missing one is not a big deal. So yeah, is the tree still up? Yes, it's still up, but it's coming down this week, Skylar. It's coming down this week. I just haven't had time to take it down, but it's coming down because we Fears always have a tradition, keep the Christmas tree up until February. Like, so we keep it up as soon as Thanksgiving's over. Ever since I was a little kid, like Thanksgiving's over and then the next day, so like on Black Friday, that's when we usually put up our tree, and that's when I put it up this year. And then you get to enjoy it, you know, all through October, all through November, all through December. But you know what? I put it up in October because Fears did a Halloween tree. So, but normally we put it up in November, so you get to enjoy it all through November, all through December, all through January, and then February, that's when it comes down. So it should have already been down, but like I said, I've just been depressed and things have been on my mind. But by the time February is over, it will be down. So I'm going to try and tackle it sometime this week or this weekend. So I will let you guys know when it's down. I probably won't make a vlog out of it. I'll probably just take it down. Or if I do take it down, I could do a stream. Who started that tradition? I think my mom. I think my mom or my dad or both of them. Because my mom, just like me, loves Christmas. So I don't know exactly who started the tradition, but ever since I was born, they've always put it up on Black Friday, and then they usually took it down either the last day of December or the first week of February. It's always been like that, ever since I was a wee little lad. So yeah, ever since I was a little kid, that's just how they did it. So I was like, well, I like Christmas. I'll keep it up. So yeah. Well, I'm not going to keep it up till March. That's way too long, you know. So it's coming down this week or sometime this weekend. Like I said, again, it should have already been down, but like I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I've been lazy and I've been depressed, and I've been trying to get out of this depression mood. It's hard, you know, but it'll be down soon. It will be down soon. Trust me. So yeah. So that's my answer to that. It will be down. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's see, what else? Is there any more updates? Oh yeah, I didn't go and play video games with Sam last week. I was just so exhausted. So hopefully this week we can. So I'm gonna call him today or tomorrow, and hopefully, get a hangout with Sam in. If not, maybe me and LC can get a hangout in. So LC, if you want to hang out this week, let me know. Maybe we can grab some food at Gators, or do something. So either I hang out with LC and Sam, or one or the other, or both, or whatever. We'll figure it out. And then I should have did a vlog about it, but I gotta say the pancake breakfast was fantastic. All the little kids at my church, they did the reason why they did the pancake breakfast was they're raising money to go to church camp, and they raised a lot of money. I don't remember exactly how much they made. I think I told you guys in the last stream they made a fair decent amount, and things have changed. When I was a kid, the way I raised money for church camp, my church gave me boxes and boxes and boxes of chocolate or candy. And I sold candy bars, I sold candy, and I would go up to people's door. Hi, I'm with this church. My name's John Fears. $1 for one piece of chocolate, or three for $5. So, and I remember at one time I sold like 21 boxes. So that was enough for me to go to church camp and somebody else to go to church camp, because they said, sell as many boxes as you possibly can. So I sold shitloads of boxes of chocolate when I was a kid. But that was in Missouri. So in Florida, they do it a little different. My church said, hey, let the kids do a pancake breakfast. And they put an ad in the paper, and tons of people came to my church last weekend because I guess they saw the ad in the paper, and people donated, and all the little kids, so all the kids from kindergarten to 5th grade, and all the kids from 6th grade to 8th grade, and then all the high school kids. They all came together in my church, and they made a pancake breakfast for everybody. Then they were in charge of leading the service, and it was a pretty good service. So shout out to all the little ones at my church, and good job for raising all that money. Hell yeah. So yeah. Yep. No, the tree will not be up in July. No. And like I said, Visions thought it was hilarious because I put up all of my footage last year of Christmas in July. And Visions, I remember what you said. You said, wow, Christmas in July. Right on. Or you said something like that, and I was like, that's not going to happen this year. So that's why I got all my Christmas stuff up pretty quickly. So I'm taking it down this week. Like I said, I've just been lazy. Lazy. And I need to get out of this funk that I've been in, because it's not good. Because I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, Fears, you're feeling sorry for yourself. That's not going to change anything. You know what will change? Getting off your ass and doing something about it, and getting in better spirits. The only thing that I've still been struggling on, which I probably will always struggle on, is, the loss of my dad. I miss him like crazy. I wish he was here now to give me advice. So whenever I go home, my mom let me keep some of his clothes. So I got a couple of t-shirts that my dad used to wear. So when I talked to my mom about a month and a half ago, she said, when you do come, she goes, I haven't got rid of any of your dad's clothes. She goes, if you want some. I said, yeah. I said, I'll take a few more. She goes, your brother took a couple of his shirts. I said, yeah, don't get rid of them. I said, I'll go through, and I said, the ones I like, I'll take. I said, and then the ones I don't take, Mom, I said, just keep. I said, because I said, don't throw those away. I said, you'll regret it if you throw it away. So I said, don't throw it away. So I got some really cool shirts. My dad went to Hull, England. So he got a Hull, England shirt. I said, I've been to Hull before. My mom used to live near there whenever my mom lived in England. So I said, I definitely want that shirt. Then I thought his shirt of his, I don't know where he got this. I think he Googled it and bought it offline. But my dad found a shirt. You guys have seen me wear it before. It's gray on one side, and then on the back, it's got all of his paratrooping information. Like, he was part of the paratrooping squad of, I think his squad number was 405. I have to look at the shirt, but I was like, oh, that one's super cool. I'm like, even though I wasn't in it, I'm like, that reminds me of my dad so much. I'm like, I gotta have that one. Then I took his. My dad was a big St. Louis Rams fan before they cut it off and the Rams went to LA. So I was like, well, I gotta have that shirt. So I took that one, and then I think I took another one. What was the other one? Oh, I think I took his his old St. Louis Cardinals jersey. My dad used to wear it sometimes whenever me and my dad went to the baseball game. So I was like, oh, I gotta have that. And then my brother took some, so I'll have to go through and see what else my mom has whenever I come. So, and I'll be honest, I haven't decided when I'm gonna go. Just I don't know when I'm gonna go, because me and my buddy Eric was talking about it. He goes, oh, Fears. He goes, damn it, man. He goes, you're coming around your birthday in October. I said, I'm thinking about it, buddy. He goes, damn, man. He goes, I wish I would have called you sooner. He goes, I wanted to come down there and visit you. And he goes, the reason why I wanted to come down around your birthday is I was going to pay, he goes, Fears, it was going to be my birthday gift to you, and I was going to pay for us to go to like Halloween Horror Nights. And I was like, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, man. He goes, but if you're coming to visit us, I said, that's the plan. I said, I haven't really decided. I said, maybe I should go earlier, like in July. And he's like, yeah, that'd be cool, man. And I said, I said, the reason why I like to go in October, I said, because Halloween is so amazing in Missouri around that time. It's not like here in Florida, they do it a little bit, but people put out pumpkins and, people put out a couple of decorations, but then they put about a bunch of palm trees and, and shit and all that. So it doesn't feel as Halloween-y, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love Halloween more than Christmas and my birthday, for God's sakes. But my birthday and Christmas, they're like a second runner-up. So Eric's like, yeah, I get it, Fears. He goes, I used to live in Florida. He goes, hell, Fears, I lived in Florida longer than you have. He goes, I lived there for 12 years. He goes, they don't do Halloween that much. I said, now, Eric, I will say this. I said, they do Halloween big in the Disney World parks, and they do Halloween big in Universal and Islands Adventure. He goes, yeah, I will admit that, Fears. He goes, but anywhere else, they don't really do Halloween that big. I said, true, very true. But if you go anywhere in Missouri, Halloween is going ballistic anywhere you go. Sometimes people even go as nuts to turn their own home into a haunted house. There was plenty of times when I was a kid where I remember the lady down the street, you'd knock on her door, she would open the door and fog would come out, and she came out as this crazy witch. She's like, enter, if you dare. And then we would go in her house, and then they turned the whole house into a fucking haunted house. And I was like, oh man, this is so fucking cool. People don't do that out here. Sadly, they don't. I wish they did, but they don't. But I will say they do have some kick-ass haunted houses down here. But I will say no haunted house to this date has ever beaten the Darkness. The Darkness in downtown St. Louis is, without a doubt, the coolest, the biggest haunted house in the fucking Midwest. So not in the world, in the Midwest. Nobody can conquer the Darkness in the Midwest. People have tried, and I'm like, no, this one's crap, this one's garbage, the Darkness is way fucking better. Visions and everybody else, they rent it out. I think it used to be like an old toy factory down in downtown St. Louis. I don't know I think someone's told me that. I think it used to be an old toy factory. And the factory is fucking huge. It's massive. And I guess when that factory went out of business, whoever owns the Darkness, I don't know who owns the Darkness, but they bought out this massive, the thing is fucking huge. And they have a whole haunted house inside. And whenever it's not Halloween time, the whole year, they're planning and making new stuff for next Halloween. So it's like and it's a full-on business. You can go to like thedarkness.com. I've bought some of their merch off their website. I've got a couple of Darkness t-shirts. They, just like Visions, they sell some kick-ass merch. And it's all like Halloween and Darkness theme. It's if you guys are ever in St. Louis around Halloween time, you have got to fucking go to this. It is fucking amazing. So Visions, if you and your lady ever are in St. Louis or anybody around that time, you got to check it out. Me and Eric and my buddy Tom and Trent, we've went a handful of times over the years. The Darkness always never disappoints. It never disappoints. It's so fucking good. You guys have got to try it. You've got to try it. It's amazing. Anyway, I think that's all the updates. Oh, one more thing. So like I said, I haven't talked to Sam because they sent me home early last night, so I didn't get a chance to talk to Sam this morning. I'm going to call him later. So, because I didn't hang out with Sam last weekend, let's hope I can hang out with him this weekend. I was just so exhausted from getting up that early to church, which I don't mind getting up that early for church because I got to help my church family out, which that's the most important thing, you know. But I said, Sam's like, hey, Fierce, come on over after 6. I'm going to be home at 6. And I was like, you know what, Sam, I'll be honest, buddy. I said, I think I'm going to take a pass. And he's like, really? And I said, yeah. I said, dude, I'm exhausted. And he's like, from work? I said, no, not from work. I said, dude, I said, church was so early. And I said, I had to be there like at 8. I said, and you know me. I said, I'm not a morning person. I was real groggy. And of course, I didn't go nuts on my church family, but until Fears gets that coffee in me in the morning, I was just like, hey, yeah, I can be there. Yeah, what's up? Hey, hi. Yeah, that's just how I always have been. Ever since a little kid, I hate mornings. I hate it. I'm not a morning person. You know how someone are like, yay, morning. That's not Fierce, and you guys know this. The only time I've ever gotten up and excited for mornings is like, of course, Christmas Day, like when I was a kid. Or if I knew me and my family were going on vacations, I was the first one up, bags packed. I'm like, let's get to the airport because, as we all know, Fierce loves to travel. I don't care where we're going. I love traveling. Whether it's on a boat, a road trip, on a flight, anywhere, Fierce loves to travel. I love it. I always have and I always will. I love traveling. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just wish I had more cashola to do more traveling. But if I get that flight attendant job, then problem solved. I don't need cashola, and I can just travel whenever I want. So that's why I'm going to go for it next year. So hopefully the big thumbs up, the big W. We'll see. We'll see. Now, I keep saying Visions. Hero said his son's girlfriend, which I met at Vision's Christmas party. She said, oh, I'm a flight attendant too. Now, she isn't a flight attendant anymore because Hero said that she quit. But whenever she was a flight attendant, she said, well, I don't know what company you want to go to. And I said, it doesn't matter. I said, I'll probably apply to a lot of them. I said, I don't care what airline I get to, just as long as I can have my base in Florida, because a lot of them have bases in certain cities, like where if you get the job, you have to show up, and they say, show up in this city, ready to go. And then usually, because whenever I travel, I've asked flight attendants before, how many days are you on and how many days you're off? And they said they usually do it this way. Almost every flight attendant, girl or guy, because there are male flight attendants, almost every single one of them said, well, like I'm on this schedule. I'm on for 2 weeks, and I work straight through 2 weeks, and then I'm off for 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, that's nice. She goes, yeah. She goes, and whenever I'm off, I get to go to church and then be with my family. And then usually I take like 3 or 4 days and I go travel somewhere. And I was like, oh, that sounds fucking great. He goes, and then the next week, maybe I'm on for 3 weeks. And I was like, right on. And then you're off for 3 weeks. And I was like, that's a great schedule. And so Hero's son's girlfriend told me it's gotten a lot easier. I said, how many retakes do you get? I said, I only got one whenever I did it. One retake. And every single test, remember I've told you guys this, I had to get a 90 or higher. So that's why it's so fucking hard. It's that fucking glare. God damn it. Wait, hang on. There we go. There we go. Son of a bitch. There we go. I was trying to get the glare off the fucking screen. I hate when the sun is like massacring the fucking screen. So I told them, I was like, one retake? And she goes, it's gotten a lot easier. She goes, now you have 4 retake tests. I was like, oh, well, that's nice. I said, I wish I would have had that back in 2018 whenever I tried. She goes, yeah, it's gotten a lot easier. She goes, it's still hard, but they've made it easier. And I said, oh, well, that's nice. So hopefully next year when I go for it, hopefully the big W. So if I do get it, Visions, I may have to put our hangout on delay. But if I don't get it, then I'm still coming. Or either way, I'm coming, you know. We'll figure it out, Visions. This hangout must happen, and it will happen. Oh, yeah. It's going to happen. I just wish the hangout with Pixel could have worked out this year. He's like, I messaged him a couple of days ago, and he said, Fears, he goes, listen, he goes, I'll definitely let you know. So it may still happen. I hope. Fingers crossed. All right, let's get to the reviews. So, anyway, that's what I got to say about Valentine's Day. I know I went off on another tangent talking about other things, but that's usually how I do it. But I usually harness it and come back. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day. Like I said, mine's been okay. Really, if I'm being honest, I didn't do much today. I did a little bit of editing. I slept in. I went to the post office because I had to mail Tommy NC 2010's Christmas gift out. And the reason why it's going out so late, no offense to Tommy, but he told me that he got me a gift at the last fucking waking moment. Like, and he said he sent it and then it got lost in the mail. So I didn't get his present that he sent to me until like the beginning of February. So I had no idea that he was sending me a gift. He goes, yeah, Fears, it got lost in the mail and then they found it. And now it finally got you like weeks later. And I was like, buddy, I don't care when it gets here. I said, the thought that you gave me a gift, that's nice. So then I felt like a jerk. I was like, oh shit, well, I didn't know he was going to get me a gift. So I'm like, well, now I have to get him a gift because I'll feel like a dick if I don't get him a dick. I said, I'll feel like a dick if I don't get him a gift. So I got him a gift, and then it wasn't in the fucking store's vision. I had to fucking, because I knew exactly what I wanted to get him. But I went to like 4 toy stores, and I even texted LC. I was like, I fucking give up. I'm like, I can't find it. Then I looked in 2 Walmarts. I said, oh, it'll probably be at Walmart. Nope. It was not at Walmart. They had a lot of WWE action figures, but not the one I wanted to get him. Because I've watched a lot of Tommy's vlogs, and I was like, I'm pretty damn sure he doesn't have this guy. So I got him. Finally, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to order it online. I ordered it online. Then it took forever to get here. Then when it finally got here, I was like, all right. I called Tommy, and I even said it online. I said, Tommy, this Monday, I'm going to send it. So I sent it Monday. So I finally got that out of the way. And then, for some reason, they were closed on Monday. So that's why I had to do it today. So I went Monday, and I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I don't know why they were closed on Monday, because they usually are not, but they were yesterday. So I was like, fuck. So finally, I did it today. So I already texted Tommy and said, hey, buddy, it's on the way. So yeah. Vision says, is Pixel playing hard to... No, he's not playing hard to get. I think he just... Like, he's got his own life. I understand. Like, he's got, 4 or 5 conventions. Visions goes to more conventions, even more than me. And I go to a lot of conventions. But he goes to, like, you know how I go to, like, maybe 9 or 10 a year? They're little ones, though, at Jeff's conventions. Pixel saves up his money and goes to these big-ass cons, like in fucking Vegas and Raleigh and all over. So I said, listen, if we can get it in, great. I said, if we can't get it in, no worries. I said, and he said, I'll definitely keep you updated, Fears. I'll let you know, because he wants to hang out with me just as much as I want to hang out with him, So I said, dude, just let me know. Just let me know. Keep me in the loop. So I think he'll let me know. But I don't care when me and Pixel hang out, just as long as we hang out, But he's got his own life. So do I. So it'll happen. It may not happen this year, but it'll eventually happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, and Visions, I already told you. Shh. I already bought another movie prop. I don't even have to tell you which one. I think you already know. So I'm preparing for next year, buddy. Oh, yeah. And then Visions, Pixel said, Fears, if you can't come and visit me, he goes, I'm thinking about coming to Florida and visiting. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, listen, that'll be cool. I'm like, I even told, Visions, I even told Pixel, I'm like, that'll work out. I'm like, I don't care. Either I come to visit you, or I said, you're always welcome. I said, you can stay here in Casa de Fears. I said, or if you don't want to stay here, because I'm a good host. I'll sleep on the couch and I'll give Pixel, my bed in my bedroom. I'm like, you can stay here. I said, or if you don't want to stay here, I said, there's a hotel 5 minutes down the road. Literally not even 5 minutes, probably 3 minutes down the road. So I said, you can stay there. I said, so let me know. So Pixel even said that the last time we talked. He said, I'm thinking about coming down to Florida. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I said, I said, whatever works. Either come down here and visit me, I said, or I'll come down there. Vision says, what state does Pixel live in again? He doesn't live too close to Florida. He lives a while away. He lives in South Carolina, and I live in, Florida. Now, if I would have still lived in Missouri, that's closer. But, so, that's another thing. You know, I live ages away. He lives up there. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. Moving on. Moving on. And actually, my phone, I need to put on the charger. It's getting pretty low. Give me 1 second. I need to put this on the charger. All right. All right. It was like down to like 6%, so I was like, I got to charge it up. And my phone's so old, I have to stand it up because if you just plug it in, it won't get a charge. So if I stand it up and lean it up against something, then it starts charging. I need to get a new phone, like pronto. All right, so today's reviews. I finally got through all of the original Star Trek. I haven't got it on Blu-ray yet, Visions, but I'm gonna review this because this is such a good fucking movie. If you've never seen this it's got Kevin Bacon in it. Oh shit, it is fucking good. And it's the director of Saw, like the same guy that directed Saw, which is one of my favorite horror movies. Not all the fucking shitty sequels, the original Saw. The only Saws that, I'll be honest, the only Saws that I like are Saw 1, 2, and 3. And it would have been a perfect trilogy if they would have just ended it there. But now they've went off on these fucking tangents and made 20 other sequels of Saw. Crap. Garbage. The first one, you invent the villain. The second one, you see the villain in his prime. The third one, they kill the villain off. They actually kill Jigsaw in the third one. Perfect ending to a trilogy. Bam, bam, bam. That's where they should have left it. But of course, you know how fucking Hollywood is. No, if we can make money off it, we'll make 20 more sequels. And I'm like, God damn you. Anyway. So, but I gotta say, the director of Saw, which, James Wan, this is good. Anyway, speaking of Blu-rays, I forgot to tell you guys. I got an email today, Visions, it's on the way. It's gonna be here in 2 days. They said on the 16th, I should get Black Moon Rising. That movie with Tommy Lee Jones. That's either you told me about it or Pixel. Somebody in the community said, Fears, you want to see a funny, shitty 80s/70s, action adventure movie? And I was like, hell yeah. And someone said, watch this trailer, Fears. I watched and I was like, oh, this is fucking great. I'm like, it's all cheesy and hilarious. Taking place in the future, like the 70s and 80s version of the future. So I was like, I gotta get this. So I researched it, bought it online. And at first they said it was going to be here on the 21st. And I was like, whatever. And I guess because it's a Blu-ray, they said it, I just got an email today saying, oh, it should be there faster. And I was like, all right, great. And they said, so I should be getting it on the 16th. I'm going to watch it. And then, of course, I will review it for you guys. But I've already watched the trailer. So I cannot wait to see Black Moon Rising. And I think the reason why it's called Black Moon is in the trailer, the futuristic car that Tommy Lee Jones' character steals from some massive corporation is called the Black Moon. So, I can't wait. It's supposed to be this futuristic car that does anything, does everything, kind of like the fucking Knight Rider car. It's like the Knight Rider car on crack. So, I'm looking forward to seeing it, Visions. I think you told me about it. I can't remember, though. Was it you that told me about it, or was it Pixel? Somebody in the community told me about it, and I honestly cannot remember, but right after someone told me about it, I was like, that sounds hilarious. So I remember I Googled it, read what it said on Wikipedia about it, and then I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, this is something that Fears would totally like. It looks hilarious. It sounds hilarious. Plus, it's got Tommy Lee Jones in it, and he's super young in it. He looks like he's 25 in this. So it must have been not his first film, one of his earliest films. So he looks about 25, 26 in it. I really don't know. That's what it looks like. Because he doesn't have one gray hair. He looks super young in it. And I was like, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of Tommy Lee Jones' earlier work, but he's a real man's man, actor. He played Two-Face, in a fucking Batman movie, and he was badass as Two-Face. So yeah. Let's see. Vision says, I don't think I did because I have it on my watch list as well. I've never seen it. Okay, so maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it wasn't you. It was somebody. It was somebody in the community that told me. And maybe it was Pixel. I honestly can't remember. It was someone in the community said, Fears, you know how you love all those crappy, hilarious, like, shitty movies? And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, man. He goes, this one's, like, the shit of all shit, but it's a great, like, hilarious fucking, like, 80s action movie. And I was like, oh, this sounds hilarious. And he's like, and he goes, yeah, go for it. But I cannot remember who told me about it. It was someone in the community, though. I honestly can't. Maybe, I'm thinking if it wasn't you, maybe it was Pixel Visions. I honestly can't. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Let's see. I saw Carnell Knowledge. Wait. What is it? Carnell? Hopefully that's how you pronounce it right. Carnell Knowledge for the first time last night. That was pretty good. All right, well, I'll add it to the watch list. I'll be honest. Visions, you know what I'm about to say. My go-to place to get shitty films, the best place is in Missouri at that fucking V-Stock. They've got everything. I found Dead Surfers. I wish I would have got it. If I wouldn't have found that Australian one that you told me about, that I would have got Dead Surfers, because it was 2 Dead Surfers like that on a fucking surfboard in the goddamn Atlantic on the fucking cover, and I was like, oh, this. I'm like, fucking Dead Surfers. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm like, this is a fucking must. So if I can't find that, then I'm gonna look out for Carnell Knowledge, and then I almost thought about getting that one I told you about, Visions, called Just the Car, where the fucking car comes to life and, like, kills a bunch of people in the desert and shit. I almost got it, but the minute I saw Dead End Drive-In, I was like, oh, this is fucking great. I'm like, it kind of reminds me of Escape from New York. They're in some shitty, like, future, and their future's even shittier than the fucking future in Escape from New York. At least Escape from New York, there's somewhat of a police force, somewhat of government, and there's somewhat of hope. In the fucking Australian movie, the Dead End Drive fucking shit one, there is no government, there's like no hope, there's fucking trash everywhere, there's shit everywhere. There's no fucking hope of them coming back and anything being good. So I was like, oh, this is fucking great. So I'm telling you, if I wouldn't have found that Dead End Drive-In thing, Visions, I would have got that fucking Dead Surface. Hopefully it's still there, but the one I'm going to look for right off the bat is that Chud movie. I'm going to look for it, and it should be there, because they have got everything at that V-Stock. It's in the Mid-Rivers Mall in St. Peters, Missouri, and I go there all the time when I'm in, because my 2 favorite stores there. V-Stock is one of my favorite, like, kind of nerdy stores, and then once I go there, I go, whoop, right into the mall, because V-Stock's kind of, like, near the mall. It's connected to the mall, but it's like a separate own store. But my favorite geek store in the world is Slackers, and it's inside the mall. So as soon as I do my V-Stock appearance, then right in, and I look for shitty movies and hilarious movies in Slackers too, because Slackers is never disappointed, and V-Stock is never disappointed. So hopefully I can find the Chud, because when you told me you're like Fierce, you're gonna love this. I watched the trailer. And these fucking scientists, they're like walking down, they're like, something's peculiar. And I'm like, well, of course. I'm like, you fucking guys. And then he's walking, and all of a sudden, like, he turns, and all of a sudden you just see all this fucking steam and fog come flying out of this, like, fucking vent pipe, or this fucking, like, tunnel in the fucking layers of the, like, the bowels of the fucking New York. And all of a sudden you see this fucking creature fly out, and he's like, no! And then fucking lands on his face and shit. I was like, oh, this is happening. So I'm gonna be on the lookout, Visions. I'm gonna try and find it. If I can't, then I'm gonna eBay away. So, but if I can find it in a store, V-Stock will be the place to it. But I will add Carnell Knowledge to the list. And I still haven't got I watched Night of the Comet, because you and Pixel said I could watch it for free online, which I did, and it was phenomenal. But I haven't got it on Blu-ray yet, so I'm going to find it, because that one was great. And I couldn't believe that guy was in Night of the Comet. The same guy, the Indian guy in Star Trek Voyager, he's in Night of the Comet. I could not believe it. And he looks super young in Night of the Comet. So if that wasn't his first film, that was one of his first films, because he looks so much older in Voyager. And he plays Chakotay in Voyager, and in Voyager, that's one of my favorite characters. Chakotay is pretty good, and I I love Tom Paris in Voyager. Tom Paris is probably my favorite character in Voyager because he kind of reminds me of me a little bit. So I relate a lot to Tom Paris. He likes girls and cars and movies, and he even references like sci-fi like B movies, and I love all those hilarious crappy B movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I love all that crap. So I'll look. Listen, Visions. The hunt is on. I will find. So if I don't get the car or Chud, I'm getting that dead surfer, whatever the fuck it was called. Seriously, it was the most hilarious. Visions, have you seen that one? The Dead Surfers. It literally said on the cover, "Yeah, dude, surfing rocks," like on the back cover, and then there was 2 dead zombies in fucking Hawaiian shirts with glasses on, with all their fucking decay shit, and they're all going like this, like on fucking surfboards in the Atlantic Ocean, and I lost my fucking shit. I was going ballistic. I should have got it on the vlog, but I didn't. I should have, but if you guys would have saw me, I was on the ground fucking losing my shit. And some guy came around and was like, "Are you all right?" I said, I'm fine. I said, "I'm just fucking laughing my ass off over this fucking." He goes, "Oh, you've never seen Dead Surfers?" And I was like, "No," but I'm like, if I don't find anything else better than this, I said, I'm fucking getting this. But as soon as I found that fucking Dead End Driving, I was like, all right, this sounds way better than Dead Surfers. But if I can't find Chud, that fucking Dead Surfer shit's coming with me. So, Visions, have you ever seen that? Dead Surfers? It was either like Dead Surfers in California or just Dead Surfer, something. They were just like this, and oh, it was fucking hysterical. It was like zombie surfers or some shit like that. It was hilarious. Vision says, Chud is alright. I think the best part about it is that Marv from Home Alone is the main. Oh shit, are you serious? So Marv from Home Alone is in Chud. Holy shit. That's even better. Oh my god. I bet he's really young. I bet he's really, really young in that film. Because when I think his name is Daniel Stern. I think that's his real name, the guy that played Marv. Daniel Stern, because he was in City Slickers. He was in City Slickers 2. He was even in a Tim Burton film. I don't remember which one. He's been in a Tim Burton film. I just can't remember which one. And he was kind of young when he did Marv. I mean, I think when he did Marv, he was only like, 25, 26? So if he was in Chud, early 80s, he must have been like, 19, 20 in that? But yeah. Vision says, I don't know. I don't think so. I can't see. You know what? Let me try and find it. It's either dead surfers or zombie surfers or some shit like that. I remember it as clear as day. Give me a second. Let me go to Google. Let me go to images. I think it was zombie surfers. Zombie surfers. DVD. Hopefully it pops up. It was something like that. Dead surfers, zombie surfers. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Zombie World, The Zombie. Oh, come on. Where the fuck is it? Give me a second, Visions. I know. I'm not lying to you guys. It was Dead Surfers, Zombie Surfers, some shit like that. And it was fucking hilarious. Oh, there's a will. There's a way. Fears will find it. I will find it. Give me a second here. I just can't remember the name of the fucking, it was Zombie Surfers or Zombie California, some shit like that, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. Where the hell is it? Let's see. Well, I found one called Zombie Tidal Wave. Maybe that was it. I don't really remember. Let's see. Oh, where the hell is it? Ah! See, now it's going to drive me nuts, Visions. I remember, I swear on my life, I saw this in V-Stock. I just don't remember the name of it. It was like Surfing Zombies or Zombie Surfers or Dead Surfers in LA, some shit. Maybe it was zombie tidal wave. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember it. Fuck. I'll have to do some more research on it, but where there's a will, there's a way. I'll find it. But now, I'll be honest. I did not know. Is that it? Surf zombie must die? Oh, wait. Surf Nazi must die. No, I don't think it was that. No, it didn't have anything to do with Nazis. It had something to do with zombies. Like seriously, on the front cover was zombies surfing on a surfboard. Like, it looked like they were in California or some shit. But I don't know. Let me see. Let me Google that. Let me see. I just can't remember what the fuck it was, but it looked hilarious. I just cannot remember the name. Let me put that in and see. Does that one have to do with zombies? Let me see. Let me see what let me see no, this doesn't ring a bell. Nope. But this one sounds hilarious too. Surf Nazi must die. He's got like an artificial robot hand, and then he's got a fucking machine gun in the other. This looks fucking hilarious. Let's see. What does this say? The beaches have become battlefields. The waves are a war zone. Oh my fucking god. Oh my lord. This sounds hilarious. Oh, I may have to check this one out too, Visions. Surf Nazi must die. What in the hell? I don't know where these people get this shit from, but oh god. That sounds hilarious. I'll be honest. I don't think it was this. I don't think it was this though. But this one sounds hilarious. The beaches have become a battle zone. There's no return. The Nazis must die, and the war will start on the beach. What the fuck? Oh my lord. Oh my god. Jesus. This is nuts. Oh my god. Listen, Visions. It's not surf zombies, but this sounds hilarious. But I'm definitely putting this on the watch list. This literally sounds hilarious. Surf Nazi must die. Please tell me they have a sequel to this. But no, the one I'm talking about, it literally had zombies on a surfboard, and I just cannot remember what the name of that fucking movie was. And oh god, I'm telling you, the cover art was insane. It literally had something to do with zombies, with Hawaiian shirts on, and one zombie was like that and shit, and I was in utter chaos. I just can't remember. I'm looking on Google right now, and I've wrote any type of zombie thing, and it was old. It looked like it was like late 70s, early 80s, and they had it on Blu-ray. Now I'm regretting not getting it, when I was in town the last few times. But let's hope it's still there. But now I want to see Chud more than ever, Visions, because you were holding out on me. You didn't tell me Daniel Stern, Marv, was in it. I'll be honest, because I didn't see Daniel Stern in that Chud trailer. So that's why I had no idea he was in that. So, but you know what? I only saw one trailer. Before I go into work tonight, maybe I'll check out a couple more trailers. But now I want to see it even more than ever, Visions, because Daniel Stern in it, the guy that plays Marv, the guy that got that tarantula on his face in Home Alone, and he's screaming like a maniac. Right before Kevin runs up the fucking stairs, Kevin throws a fucking tarantula on and then he throws it on Harry, and he's like, Harry, don't move. And he's like, what are you doing, Marv? And he's like, don't move. And then Harry's all like, Marv, what are you doing? And he just hits him, eradicates his chest with a fucking crowbar. And he's like, how do you like it, huh? You jerk. And hits Marv 5 times with a fucking crowbar. That movie's fucking great, Visions. Yo, Triple, what's up? He says, happy Valentine's Day. Will you be mine? Listen, there's plenty of fears to go around. I've already promised myself to Visions and a handful of other chicks. But hey, if you want a piece of fears, go nuts. Go nuts. All right, time to get to the reviews. But Visions, if you could do some internet research for me, I'm going to keep looking. It's something dead surfing or dead surfers or or L.A. dead server, some shit like that. I will find it, by God. But if you find it before me, send me the information, because I just remember seeing. I wish I would have took a photo of it and sent it to you, because it was some shit. Just two dead guys with fucking like, they had like the shades on that Veers usually wears with fucking Hawaiian shirts and shit, and they were all going like this, like hang 10 on surfboards, and they were fucking dead, rotting corpses. I fucking lost my goddamn mind. So it was some shit like that. All right, time for the review. Dead Sentence. If you've not seen this, oh my lord, check it out. Definitely gonna grade it 9 out of 10. So good. James Wan, the guy that directed Saw, the very first Saw, he's the director, and if you watch it, in almost every single film that he does, he puts a reference of Saw in it. So when this guy right here, this guy was doing like a drug sale, he was selling drugs, and then on the back wall, there was a graffiti of Jigsaw's puppet, Billy. So not of his whole body, just of his head. And Randy actually had to show it to me. He goes, "Hey, Fierce, did you see the Jigsaw reference?" I was like, "No." I'm like, "I watched Death Sentence." I'm like, "I didn't see it." And Randy showed it to me a long time ago. I wheeled back through it. I was like, "Oh shit, there it is." And so somebody spray painted like graffiti artwork, and it's way in the back, and you got to see it. But I never caught it until one of my friends told me about it. So I think the only time he hasn't referenced Jigsaw is James Wan directed. He directed a superhero movie. I don't know which one. I think it was one of the Aquaman. I think the first Aquaman, somebody said, "Hey, would you direct this?" And he did. And I don't think he could get away with Jigsaw in there. I think that's the one. It was either a superhero movie that he directed, or he directed a love story or something, and he couldn't put Jigsaw in it. But any type of action or horror, he's always put a reference to Jigsaw. Kevin Bacon, this is one of his best performances, in my opinion. He plays this like nerdy guy. And he works in an office, and by the end of the film, because all these bad guys have like killed most of his family, they transform him into a bad guy because he's had it up. He's like, "Oh, you killed my son, now you've killed my wife, and I only have one son left. I'm coming for all you motherfuckers." So he shaves his head, puts on his son's old Letterman jacket, which is a black leather jacket, and he just shaves off all of his head, gets a tattoo, and or some shit like that, and then he goes, buys a bunch of guns. He buys a bunch of guns, and then he kills every single one of the gang members. In like a violent way. He either kills them or stabs them or blows their fucking head off. It's a good film. One of them, he like shoots some guy and he goes flying out of a window, but shoots him like twice in the chest, and he goes flying out a window, or some shit like that. So yeah. I do remember that film, Triple. He says, "Remember the movie Bushwhack with Daniel Stern, where he's a fugitive that accidentally ends up taking the Boy Scouts on a hike?" I do remember. That's a funny film. And again, when he did that film, he was pretty young. I think he was like 29, 30 when he did that film. But I don't know. I had no idea. Like, Visions blew my mind. I had no idea that he was in that Chud movie. Because when I watched the trailer, I didn't see him in that trailer. So before I go into work tonight, I'm going to try and watch. Hopefully they've got more than one trailer of that Visions. And hopefully he's in one of those. Because the one I watched, I didn't see him in that. But anyway, yeah. Oh, really? Pretend stories? I don't know. That's still even kind of fucked up to do a Photoshop thing and send it to you. That's like messing with your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's messing with your mind, pretend stories. I would leave it alone. That's me, though. Even for her to, like, do a Photoshop pic and, like, send it to you, that's pretty fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Anyway. But, yeah. Visions, if you could just do me a solid, do some research on that surfing zombie thing, because I know I'm not crazy. I know I saw a cover of it, and they looked really decayed. I wish I would have took a photo of it. I just cannot remember the name of the fucking movie. But I'll do some research. You do some research. Let me know. But I did add that Carnell one to the list, and I'm going to look for Chud at V-Stock when I go back into town. So I hope it's there. I really do. But if not, I'll find something hilarious, and I'll let you guys know what I got. So I wouldn't consider this a horror movie. It's got horror aspects to it, but it's not a full-on horror movie. It's more of a. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got some horror elements. It's got some drama because he has a family, and then his family gets killed, and then the only ones that survive is him and one of his sons. But his wife dies, and his other son dies, and then he almost dies. So yeah. It's definitely dark. There's some light comedy aspects to it, but it's an action adventure, like with horror elements. So yeah, and the guy, the director James Wan, he found some amazing guys to play like the shitty gang members. Kevin Bacon, it's one of his best performances in my. Like he plays a good bad guy at the end because they turn him into a bad guy, and he avenges his son, and his family. Because that's what I would do if somebody killed my family. I'd be on a goddamn war zone path. Like nothing would stop me. I'd be like, oh, you're gonna kill my family? Well, look out, motherfuckers, because fear is a coming. I think anyone would do that in any of that situation. If they killed all your family or almost all your family, you'd want revenge. You would. So yeah. So it's a good film. It really is. I've watched it about 2 or 3 times. It's good. Lots of bonus features. It's got, let's see, it includes 2 versions, both theatrical, unrated version. Then it's got Making a Scene with Kevin Bacon, behind the scene web episodes, and then Life After Film School questions for Kevin Bacon. So a bunch of like film school students ask him a bunch of questions about this film. I've watched all the bonus features. It's really good. Like I said, 9 out of 10. It's not my favorite Kevin Bacon film. My favorite film that Kevin Bacon has been in, of course, is the first Tremors. He kicks so much ass in the first Tremors. If you've never seen, that is like one of my favorite monster movies. It's one of my favorites. I mean, I love all the classics like Wolfman and Bride of Frankenstein and the Mummy and all those. Those are, and Dracula, all those original ones are fucking great, but I love me some Tremors. The only ones, I'll be honest, Triple and Visions, the only ones of Tremors, because now they've got like 7 or 8 out now. I've watched Tremors 1, Tremors 2, Tremors 3, Tremors 4, and Tremors 5. The 5th one is where Burt Gummer like fights Tremors like in a really cold environment. I think it's like in Antarctica or some shit. I can't remember. That's the last one I've seen. I haven't watched the 6th one. There's a bunch of shriekers on an island, and the same guy that played Napoleon Dynamite is in the 6th one with Burt Gummer. The 7th one, I haven't seen. So I haven't seen the 6th one or the 7th one. I need to, but the last one I saw was Burt Gummer kicking ass and taking names with graboids in like extreme cold weather, and I was just losing my shit. I think another one is like, I think the 7th one they're in like Africa or something, and they're battling like baby tremors or some shit like that. I can't really remember, but anyway, that's my review on this. It's good. Check it out. Awesome film. Check it out. Pretend Story says, kind of hungry for some, what is it? For some bacon now. Listen, I had some bacon last weekend at my church's pancake. Oh man, I hadn't had bacon in a while. I hadn't had homemade pancakes in a while either. The kids at my church did a phenomenal job making the pancake breakfast. They made I'm sorry, not brownies. They made muffins, sausage, bacon, eggs, and pancakes. I took a couple of pictures. I posted them on my Facebook, but I haven't posted it yet on my Instagram, but I will, so you guys will be able to check it out. Whoo! Was that food good? That food was really good. All right. And last but not least, I finally got through all this, because I had never sat down and watched the whole series straight through. So it took me a couple of weeks, but I finally watched it. I will say this. It's a little outdated, but it's still good. And I don't like every single episode. I have some favorites. My favorite episode, let me see if I can remember. They have all the names of the episodes here. My favorite episode is, I think it's in the 2nd season. It's a time travel episode. What is it called? I gotta find it. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's not in the third season. Maybe it's in the second season. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. The City on the Edge of Forever. It's a time travel one. So they go to this this planet, and they find this really weird rock formation, and all of a sudden the rock starts glowing, and then it starts talking to Captain Kirk and Spock, and he says, "I am alive." I think Kirk says, "Are you a machine or are you alive?" And he goes, "I am a machine, but I'm not a machine. I am alive, but I'm not alive." He goes, "I am the guardian of time and space and distance and all that shit." And then Bones has a midlife crisis, and Bones is the doctor, and he accidentally injects him stuff with some medicine, like too much, and it makes him go fucking stare crazy. And so I don't know why, but he just jumps through the time portal. So then Kirk and Spock are like, "Oh shit, now I have to go find Bones." And then Spock's like, "Well, we don't know in what time period he is." So Spock takes some measurements on his fucking tricorder, and he finds out that Bones jumped into like the Depression age, like 1930s, like when the Depression was going on. They go there. They have to find out Bones accidentally like cured somebody, which changed the whole course of history. And now there is no Starfleet anymore. So they're like, we have to go back, not only rescue Bones, but we have to figure out what the fuck Bones messed up. We have to set the future right and fix whatever he messed up. And then once they get back, Kirk falls in love with this chick. And I'll be honest, for a 60s kind of girl, man, she was pretty hot. Now she's probably like 90 or 93-year-old, probably not hot. But man, back in the day, she was pretty hot. So I was like, oh, nice. Like some hot, sexy ladies on Star Trek. Right on. Well, if I have to say, there's always been hot, sexy ladies on Star Trek. It's probably my favorite scene, though. Another scene, they have some great time travel episode. That one, the City on the Edge of Tomorrow, that one's the one that I just told you about. That's my favorite episode of the original series. Probably my second favorite is where the United States government, they're on an Air Force base, and it's been a while since I watched, because it's in season 1, but somehow, some way, the Enterprise accidentally goes through a time portal or a rift in space or some shit, and they end up in the 60s, which I thought was funny because they shot the movie in the shot the series in the 60s. But they go back to like 1963, and they're on an Air Force base, and someone sees the Enterprise like flying through the air, so they send up an aircraft to figure it out, and then I think, I forgot how it is, but somehow that pilot in his jet gets transferred from his jet onto the Enterprise, and then they have to swear to that guy to secret, like, hey, you can't tell anyone about like the Enterprise. It'll fuck up the future. It'll fuck up the present. So then they have to go back and like fix everything. They have to erase that guy's memory. They took tons of pictures of the Enterprise, so they have to go on the Air Force base, steal all the fucking pictures and video and shit, and then they set it all right, and then it's good. So those are like my two favorite. And there's a lot of good episodes. Trials with Tribbles, that's a good one. That would probably be my third one. The pros on it is I've actually met William Shatner, nicest guy. A lot of people say he's a dick. He wasn't a dick to me. I talked to him at a convention for about 7 minutes, and he even asked me, he said, "What's your favorite episode of mine?" And I said, "Oh, literally the City of Edge of Tomorrow." And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's where we time travel." And he goes, "What's your favorite Star Trek movie?" I said, "Oh, without a doubt, Star Trek 4. I said, when you guys travel back to the 80s and you guys save all the whales." And he went, "Oh yeah, that's a good one." So he was never a dick to me. And the only thing I wish I would have got a photo with William Shatner. But he was just, I'm telling you, Visions, Pretend Stories, Triple, he was charging an arm and a fucking leg for a photo. I paid like $90 for like an autograph, and I was like, you know what, Fears, that's good enough for me. And then he was charging like an extra $50 or $60 for a photo, and I was like, yeah, peace, deuce, I'm out. I'm like, but he was a nice guy to me. Because I've heard from friends, goes, "Oh, Fears, well, I guess his attitude changed because I met him like 2012. Like one of my friends told me this. He goes, and I said, yeah, I said, total dick. And I was like, really? And he goes, he wasn't a dick to my face, but he was being a dick to everybody like in the line. And he was like, hurry up, I got shit to do. And I was like, no, buddy. I'm like, he never did that to me. I'm like, we talked for about 6-7 minutes. He asked me questions. I got to ask him a couple of questions about some of my favorite episodes, and he was generous. He goes, Fears, I guess he was having an off day when I met him. He was a total dick when I met him. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, what about you? I said, no. I said, he was the nicest guy ever to me. I said, even celebrities have off days. So I said, maybe he was just having an off day. I said, dude, and I told my friend, I said, you guys have seen me on my off days. We've seen happy-go-lucky Fears, like how I am today. And then we've seen pissed off, miserable Fears. Hey, fuck all you guys. You guys have seen me at my best, and you guys have seen me at worst. So I told my friend, we all go through good days and bad days. I just try to minimize the bad days because I hate when I'm like that. I hate when I'm mad and miserable and pissed off and in a bad mood. I hate that. I hate that side of Fears. Literally, like, sometimes I feel like the Hulk. Like, when I get mad, I fucking Hulk out, and then the fucking rage Fears comes over, and then it takes me like 10, 15 minutes to calm down. I hate when I'm like that. And no offense to my dad, but my dad had a temper too. But I'll be honest, my dad didn't get mad a lot, but when he did get mad, whoo, he got mad. Again, when Fears gets mad, I get mad. You guys have seen me at my best, seen me at my worst. So I told my friend, I said, he was probably just having an off day, man. I said, look, celebrities have to go through a world of shit. And I said, maybe he just got sick and tired of, like, people asking him questions. I said, whatever. I said, whatever the case may be, I said, he wasn't a dick to me. So I enjoyed the series. Again, it's a little outdated, but they have some great episodes. But not every episode is a winner, but most of the episodes are winners. I would definitely watch the whole series again. I would refer it to you guys. Again, it's not my favorite series. My favorite series is because I watch them out of order. Like, whenever my dad and me watched it, my dad introduced me to Star Trek, and he was like, John, he goes, I'll eventually show you these. He goes, but when I started watching, Next Generation was already on TV. So my dad's like, well, this is on TV now, so let's watch these. And then after we watch these, he goes, then I'll show you the original series. So I watched them out of order. So my first love will always be Star Trek Next Generation. That's my favorite in the series. I would have to say my second one is I love me some Voyager. Then the third one would probably be this. And then I just started recently watching Star Trek Picard. That would be the next one. And then probably Enterprise next. And then probably Discovery after that. And then fucking shitty fucking Deep Space Nine. Fuck that shit. Oh my God. Horrible. I hate Deep Space Nine. I will say this. I like certain episodes in Deep Space Nine. But as a whole, it is so fucking boring, Deep Space Nine. There's only like 10 to 15 episodes out of the whole series that are actually action-packed, good, worth sitting down. So that's the reason why, I have them. They're right there. I have them all in the series. I have Deep Space Nine right there. Because some fans were asking, Fears, why would you, if you hate it, why would you get it? Because I'm a die-hard Star Wars fan, and it was worth to get the whole series to have those 15 to 20 episodes that I absolutely love. But all the other episodes are fucking horrible. They're horrible. But those 15 to 20 episodes that I love are spectacular. So, anyway, back to this. What is Fears' favorite character? It's in this series, it's a split between Spock and Kirk. They have their negatives, they have their positives, but I can't pick between Spock and Kirk. If I had to pick a third favorite, Bones is okay, but Scotty. I love Scotty, the engineer. He's fucking hilarious. Chekhov, he's alright. Sulu, he's pretty cool, but those are my three favorites. It would probably go, if I had to pick, probably Spock first, then Kirk, then Scotty. I have met Chekhov, though, at a convention. He's a nice guy. I did get to have an interview with him. So, he's the only one that gave me, like, a full-on interview. He was, like, even though, like, his character really didn't do much, he just kind of sat there and said, yeah, Warp Factor 2, you know. But to meet him, very cool guy. I met him at a convention, and I'm surprised he gave. Now, Visions, Pretend Stories, and Triple. It's an old ass video. I can't even remember which channel I put it on. I think it's on Fearsman 26. It's one of my old convention interviews, and I got to meet him, and we had like, it's at least a 5 to 10 minute interview, and I asked him a whole load of questions. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man, man, oh man, he is like the nicest guy ever. So even though his character is all right, I really got to have a really cool interview with him. So yeah, it was pretty cool. But I would highly suggest this, guys. Highly suggest it. If you've never seen the series all the way through, check it out. Very good series. Like I said, a little outdated, but it's still good. Solid 8.5. I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend both this and this. So I don't know what TV series I'm going to conquer next. I'm still trying to get through the $6 Million Man. There's 5 seasons, so, and there's a lot. I'm almost at the end, so probably the next TV series I'll review is the $6 Million Man. So far, that is fantastic. The only thing I don't really like about the $6 Million Man, they did so many episodes of him versus Bigfoot. There's like 10 episodes of him versus Bigfoot. The first 3, great. The other, I'm like, you don't need 10 fucking episodes over the fucking Bigfoot. We get it. You know, Steve Austin takes down Bigfoot. They become friends. Then Bigfoot helps him on a bunch of missions. We get it. We get it. You don't need 10 fucking episodes about it. Even 3 is a lot. 2 would be great. You know, first one and then a sequel. So that's probably the next one that I'm going to review. But the next one I'll probably tackle. My mom and my brother for Christmas bought me Star Trek Enterprise on Blu-ray. So I'll probably conquer that one next and watch all of them on Blu-ray, and then I'll do a review. So yeah. Anyway, it's 6:04. I got to take off. I'm going to make some dinner, and I'm going to try to upload something tonight. And I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading content, guys. I've just been kind of in a rut. I've been kind of depressed, going through a bunch of shit. That's why I've been kind of on a break. So that's why I set up a streaming schedule. So probably the next time I'll stream will either be Friday or Saturday or Sunday. And if I do a third one, it'll be with Sam, gaming. So check it out. If you guys haven't checked out Randall's new video, Randall, I gotta say, your Dr. Phil parody was hilarious. Very funny. It was very, very, very funny. It was really good. So Randall gave me permission to upload his video because we're both in it. I said, Randy, that was so fucking good. Can I upload it since I'm in it? And Randall used some of my footage, and he goes, oh yeah, Fears, go for it. So Randy, I want to appreciate you making that video. I appreciate you letting me upload. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm going to. So I'll probably put that on Fears Man 26. But I'll try and get me and Sam's vlog out just as soon as possible. I've just been going through some shit, guys. But I appreciate everybody understanding. And like I said, I apologize for the lack of content. And I want to thank all my loving and loyal fans. And I'll be honest, things are slowly getting better. They're not better, but they're slowly getting better. And the dude was right. Everybody else was right. The more you don't give a shit, then the less the trolls have been picking on me. You know? So I really have been trying not to give them a reaction. I really have been trying not to give a shit what they say. And anyone that says anything negative in the chat, or they try to start some shit, I just immediately block them. So I'm just going to keep that up. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah. Let's see. Triple says the front page of the Friar Tuck's website says they're famous for their Biscoff bomb, Fears. Next time, can you go and vlog it? Listen, I love their food, Triple, so I'm never going to say no to Friar Tuck's. They have some great food. I haven't been there in a while, but you know, whenever I go next time, I will ask them about that. It should be on their menu, so I'll definitely will have a little look see. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and the Mayor of Magic, his second channel. Check out my friend Visions, Lord Visions, at www.exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. He's always making new stuff. He's got his old stuff on there. Check him out. So shout out to you, Visions. Check out my friend Triple. Doesn't make much content, but whenever he does, check out Triple Nickel Pickle Wickle Sickle Dickle. Check him out. Check out Pretend Stories. Let's see. Check out Pixel Lord of the Pylons. Check out his great convention videos. And last but not least, check me out. Check me out. FearsMan26 on YouTube. All my nerdiness is there. All my best edited projects are there. Check out Fears Vlogs, where we just talk about funny shit on stream. And then I'll do a vlog occasionally. And then sometimes me and Sam game for like 6 hours. So it's all delicious jams and jellies. Anyway, I'm going to take off. Triple says, thanks for the stream. Dude, take it easy. Hey, thank you for watching. Anyway, this is Fears. Please subscribe. Check me out on TikTok, FearsMan26. And this is Fears, signing off. You guys have a great, I almost said Thanksgiving. Have a great Valentine's Day, and peace, deuces.